Hello everyone, we are going to listen FP2 interview of Christian Horner. Let's listen to him.
Some answers here at this track is Christian Horner. Hi Christian, thank you very much for joining us. It's sort of unfamiliar territory for Max to arrive at this racetrack, somewhere that he's converted 3 poles into 3 wins, not in necessarily the most dominant car, 5th and 12th in that session. How are you feeling about what's happened today?
It's very close, and of course what we don't know is fuel levels and engine modes and power modes, but I think it's going to be very, very tight tomorrow. So it depends what the weather's going to do. The forecast looks horrible, so and then Sunday looks all right, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a tight one.
What's your feeling? I mean, we've had 14 races so far. It's 10 more to go, so it is a long season, but there is only 10 races left.
Yep.
Do you guys have the confidence that you can hold on to both the drivers and even the team's constructors' title?
Well, look, 10 races is still a chunk of points, but you know, we've won out of the first 14, we've won 7 of them. We've qualified first at 9 of them. We won 2 sprint races, so but the competition has concertinaed, and we're going to need both cars, you know, firing on all cylinders. So this weekend's important, as they all are in the run-in to the end of the championship.
I think you're probably being modest there, Christian, about you have a pretty good idea about the power and the fuel of the other cars based on all of your historical knowledge. But thinking of the season as it is, how can you pinpoint where it's gone wrong? Is it the upgrades haven't brought what you expected? The others have found more because they were further behind? What do you think has been holding the car back from continuing the domination that we've seen in the first opening races?
Well, I love the fact that we're leading both championships, and you're saying what's gone wrong. And we still want more races.
Well, it's got to feel a little bit like that, isn't it? You know, the pack is closing.
We scored more pole positions than any other team.
But this is by your own very high standards. You have been outscored by both McLaren and Mercedes in the last 5 races. There's no getting away from that, is there?
Absolutely, and that's because we haven't had both cars up there. So, you know, we're aware of that. We've taken engine penalties. We've had DNFs. You know, we're very clear on what we need to do and turn around, and I'm confident we will.
And why have you given Sergio Perez more time? Because you talk about the importance of having both cars right up there. What gives you confidence that he can turn things round for the latter stages of this season?
Well, who would you put in?
Well, I'm not the boss of Red Bull.
No, but who would you change it for? Why would you change it?
Why have you turned it back on me? It's not my decision.
You asked all the questions.
No, I know, but I'm interested to know. So is that the issue? Is that because there isn't an obvious candidate to step up? Is that why you've hung on to him?
Oh, look, I think that we know what Checo's capable of. We know that at the beginning of the year, you know, he was scoring, he had, 4 podiums in 5 races. And if we can get him back into, I think he's just had a lack of confidence and has ended up in a bit of a spiral. I think he's had a bit of a reset, hopefully, over the summer break. We know that there's tracks that he's won at coming up. We've got Azerbaijan, where he's won both sprint race and Grand Prix on the same weekend. He's won a fantastic race in Singapore against Charles Leclerc in mixed conditions. He's been very quick at Monza. This Zandvoort hasn't been his best circuit. So of the 4 races coming up before the next mini break, I would say this is his most challenging one.
Is it crucial that you hang on to him to at least the Mexican Grand Prix?
No, absolutely. Look, it's all about performance. So, you know, for us, we've got the 2 drivers that we believe in our pool of drivers are the most capable of giving us the best results. If there was a doubt in that, then we would have changed it.
So what you said a little bit earlier when you're saying to Natalie, who would you put in, sort of leads me to believe that you didn't feel you had a better option in this moment, but that does still mean Checo is under pressure, and if you had a better candidate, he wouldn't still be in the seat.
Well, look, it's a pressure business,
and
you know, all the drivers know they're under pressure to deliver, and that's Formula One. That's up and down the grid. So, you know, Checo, we know what he's capable of. We know what he's, you know, on when he's performing. We know what he's, you know, capable of delivering, and we just need to get him back in that window, and we're doing the best that we can to give him the car that gives him that confidence.
Sorry, Bernie, just to pick up on that, there was a lot of speculation about Daniel potentially being switched in for Checo during the summer break. That obviously didn't happen. So does that mean you hadn't seen enough yet from Daniel? And also, just to ask, why is Yuki never brought into this conversation?
Well, we've got the best 2 drivers we believe in this car. So we have all the data from all of the drivers. So we have that information. And if we felt that there was something better, we would have changed it by now. So, you know, we believe that what we have is capable of defending the championship. It finished first and second in last year's championship. It finished first and third in the year before, and obviously won in 21 as well. So you're very quick to condemn Sergio. We're trying our hardest to give him the chance to rediscover that form, and he has to cope with all the pressure, the media, all the social media that piles in on the back of that. And I think he's done. He's a driver that's capable of bouncing back, and we're giving him our full support, and want to see him respond.
Is the key then that actually Max is getting results in spite of the car, not because of it? Is that the key difference? That actually
it's a combination.
The car's not as competitive.
Max copes with a trickier car, and there's some handling characteristics that some drivers are able to cope with better than others. And I think Max has been able to adapt perhaps better, and I think sometimes there's a confidence element in that as well. So let's see. I mean, it's very easy to draw too much into short periods of time, and I think if you look, we qualified on pole in Spa. We would have won that race in dry conditions. We should have won Austria had it not been for a pit stop, and having had a scrub set versus new set of tyres available at the end, we came within a lap of winning Silverstone. So we're not as concerned as perhaps you guys are, but we know that there's a lot to do.
Well, we're not keen to put undue pressure on Checo, because that's clearly coming from the team itself. I mean, Helmut Marko has said that Liam Lawson will have a seat in
drive. I asked him quite clearly. And he said he'll have a drive in Formula 1 next year. It doesn't mean...
Not necessarily within the team.
We could rent him out.
So somewhere else potentially on the grid.
We could do. If that nothing is fixed. If we don't take up the option on Liam, then he's a free driver for 2025. So we've got specific time periods within drivers' contracts where that becomes prevalent. So yes, that was. I checked with Helmut his comment earlier, and he said no, I didn't say which car.
A drive with us, just a drive.
A drive.
Interesting. Good for the clarification. Thank you very much. Look, we've kept you for long enough. We could talk all day.
There you go.
But thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Just classic Horner interview, but he gave us too much information. But as I see, just the Red Bull team or Christian Horner I think he just accepted that the Red Bull car or Max Verstappen is not dominant as they were before 3 years, because he said a lot of if we would been at Silverstone, at Austrian GP, etc., but you can't work actually with ifs. Also for today's FP2 disaster, he just got asked, and also he said that we don't know the other teams' modes, engine modes, how much fuel they had, their strategies, etc., but just want to say that the team is okay, the car is okay, just we are trying different things, as I understood. And about the weather, it will be very interesting how it will be, and where they will finish. Of course, it talked about the car updates they are working. Also, he said that they had a lot of work to fix the car, to bring back that dominant car he was at the time. Also, they asked about if he believes to Sergio Perez that he will make a comeback. As he said, as we listen, he just believes too much on Sergio Perez, and he believes that he can make that comeback everyone wants, or the Red Bull team that waits that comeback. But we will see. Also, they just ask it, is there any possibilities to take Daniel Ricciardo or Yuki Tsunoda? As I understand, it's my own opinion, it's my opinion, that there's a chance, not for Ricardo, but maybe Yuki Tsunoda, will see maybe in a near future that Yuki Tsunoda maybe will race with the Red Bull. Also, as I understand, Ricardo definitely it's not going to be at the Red Bull. But also, interesting fact was that, as we know, they need one more driver at RB Visa Cash APP Racing Team. Daniel Ricciardo's contract is finishing this year. Maybe they will put Liam Lawson on the other seat with together Yuki Tsunoda, and to test him, just to look how he's going, how he's racing, to maybe after Sergio Perez, to put him next to Max Verstappen. But there is too much questions. What will happen? How will happen? A lot of ifs. But we are giving our honest opinions. I'm giving my opinions. As I understand, I'm commenting on the video. But also, as he said, he believes on the car, and he is saying that the car is good, but they don't have chance. They are struggling with some races, like they had the accident with Norris. They lost at Silverstone, etc., etc. But we will see what will bring Zandvoort for them, and how it will go, because the Verstappen just finished at the home race. He finished 5th at FP2. But let's see tomorrow what will happen. Also, he said that he believes the car is okay. They asked about is Max Verstappen too good that we can see the car is bad, or where is the point? He said that, as I understand, he said that Max just he loves to drive more aggressive car, and he can control better than Sergio Perez. Maybe the Perez problem is because of the car is too aggressive. But we will see if Perez makes any comeback. Max Verstappen what will do, etc. and etc. Let's hope we will have very interesting season. We just left 10 races. McLaren is near to Red Bull. Competition is on. Let's hope just to watch better and better and better races. That's it, guys. Just don't forget to like and subscribe, to comment the video, and see you the next video.